The river exploded with a splash. Cory the tortoise thrashed in the rushing water, legs flailing, shell dragging him down like a stone. Fruits spilled from his shell and vanished beneath the current. No, no, no. Cory gasped, choking as the water surged over his head. I can hold it, just a little longer. The river answered by pulling harder. In that moment, with his lungs burning and the world spinning, Cory finally understood something he had ignored for too long. But to understand how wisdom lost to greed, the story must go back. Long before the river nearly claimed him, Cory was known as the wisest creature in the forest. While others rushed, Cory observed. While others argued, Cory listened. When disputes broke out over food or territory, animals often said, "Let the tortoise decide." He never chooses wrongly. And most of the time, they were right. One afternoon, beneath the shade of a baobab tree, the monkey laughed and said, "Cory, how do you always stay so calm? Even when food is scarce, you never panic." Cory smiled slowly. "Because panic makes you blind," he replied. "And blindness makes you greedy." The rabbit nodded. "I wish I had your patience." Cory's shell rose slightly with pride. Wisdom had become his identity. Then the dry season came. The river shrank. Leaves curled and fell. Fruit trees stood bare like empty hands. Every day, the animals grew thinner, quieter, more desperate. One evening, the antelope sighed, "There's barely enough for the children now." The monkey snapped, "We should take what we can before it's all gone." Cory raised a claw. "No. We share what we have. Greed will destroy us faster than hunger." The animals agreed, because it was Cory who said it. That same night, unable to sleep, Cory wandered toward the riverbank. The moon reflected faintly on the shallow water. As he moved along the edge, something caught his eye on the far side. Green. Fresh. Lush. "What is that?" Cory whispered. He crossed the river slowly and discovered a hidden valley untouched by drought. Fruit hung heavy on trees. Roots pushed up from soft soil. Food, more food than he had seen in weeks. Cory stared, stunned. This could save us," he said softly. Then another thought crept in. "Or it could save me." He looked around. No one was there. No voices. No witnesses. "Just tonight," Cory muttered. "I'll take a little. No harm in that." He filled his shell lightly and returned before dawn. The next day, when the monkey complained, "We're still hungry," Cory said calmly, "Patience. The forest provides in its own time." That night, he went back. This time, he took more. On the third night, even more. Soon, Cory began to enjoy the secret. While others worried, he slept full. While others shared crumbs, he smiled quietly. One morning, the rabbit asked him, "Cory, how are you still so strong?" Cory hesitated. Then he said, "Wisdom." The word tasted sweeter than fruit. Days passed. Greed grew louder. "Take more," it whispered. "The drought may worsen. What if the valley disappears? What if others find it first?" One night, the monkey followed him. "Cory," the monkey hissed from the bushes. "Where do you keep going?" Cory froze. Just thinking." The monkey's eyes narrowed. "You've been lying." Silence hung heavy. Finally, Cory said, "There is food across the river. Plenty." The monkey's face lit up. "You hid this from us." "I was going to tell you," Cory said quickly. "When the time was right." "When?" the monkey snapped. "After you've taken everything." Cory bristled. "I carried it. I found it. I deserve some reward." "Some?" the monkey laughed bitterly. "You're taking more than your share." Anger flared. "Careful," Cory said. You forget who you're talking to. The monkey stepped back. You used to be wise. Now you're just afraid of having less. That night, Cory didn't sleep. He went to the valley again, but this time, he stuffed his shell until it bulged. This is the last trip, he told himself. I'll be safe. The river was louder than usual. Turn back, a small voice inside warned. Quiet, Cory growled. I know what I'm doing. Halfway across, the current slammed into him. Water rushed over his shell. His legs struggled to find the riverbed. I've crossed before, he shouted, though no one could hear him. Then the shell tilted. The weight dragged him under. That's when panic arrived. Cory kicked wildly. The water filled his mouth. His vision blurred. I'm going to die, he realized. The fruits pressed against his back like chains. Let go, his mind screamed. No, he thought. This is mine. The river pulled him deeper. Memories flashed, animals listening to his advice, trusting him, calling him wise. What good is wisdom, he thought, if it drowns with me? With a sob, Cory released the food. The shell lightened. He surged upward, gasping, clawing his way to shore. Cory collapsed on the mud, coughing, shaking, alive. As dawn broke, he looked back across the river. The hidden valley was gone. Floodwaters had swallowed it completely. All that food. All that risk. Gone. The monkey appeared behind him. You survived. Barely lifting his head, Cory whispered, I nearly didn't. The monkey sat beside him. Why didn't you share from the beginning? Cory closed his eyes. Because I forgot the difference between wisdom and fear. The drought eventually passed. The forest healed slowly. But something else had changed. When animals asked Cory for advice, he no longer spoke first. He listened. And when the rabbit once said, You're still the wisest among us, Cory replied quietly. No. I just remember what greed almost took from me. If this story spoke to you, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what are you holding on to that's weighing you down? If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more powerful life stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Sometimes, the greatest wisdom is knowing when to let go.